What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. I want to talk about the scenario engine, which a lot of people have been saying, why aren't you talking about this? Why aren't you excited about this? Why are you being so biased, not covering the great things that Madden's doing? Well, listen, if we've learned anything from the history of Madden and EA, everything they roll out to us sounds fantastic. Everything they present to us is truthfully what we want and expect from the game. The problem is implementation. So when you tell me that as a gamer, whether I'm a coach, an owner, or a player, I'm going to have dynamic teammates that can change during the course of a season, I'm going to have events that happen toward the end of a season or beginning of a season that may totally change the outcome of how players interact with each other or how players perform, you're not going to get one word out of me saying, I don't want that. The problem becomes, though, and historically if we look at EA, number one, how is it going to be implemented? Because when I look at what's being sold to us, just as I did last year when franchise was revamped and we literally got cutscenes added and a new method of upgrading players, none of the problems were fixed. And this image right here is proof of that. When I look at Thomas Morstead, and he is 51 years old, going into his 29th year in the league, that's telling me the game has an issue with retirements, player logic, signings, a number of things. When I go to the game now, and I know that I have problems knowing when players retire, unless I go to a truncated news section, unless I go to a retirement screen, unless something actually signifies to me a player is missing and I need to go figure out why perhaps he retired, that causes a concern with me. Because I know no matter what we add to this game, if you're not fixing what's behind it, it's not going to matter. And the reason Madden is where it is as far as ratings are concerned is, quite frankly, things don't get fixed from one year to the next, and we build upon flawed gameplay, flawed logic. It continues to not evolve, but devolve. Because no matter how much you build on top of it, unless you have a game in place that can properly manage players, it doesn't matter what scenarios you present to me. It doesn't matter what the players do, because we've all seen situations where the game can't simply figure it out. And if you're sitting here and saying, well, technically a player could go to age 51, maybe he wouldn't be active in the NFL, but why is he still a quick developing player? When you have people that will make video after video after video in a franchise where someone that should develop quickly, that comes in with Pro Bowl records, comes in with the Defensive Player of the Year, for some reason just gets downgraded to a regular or normal progression. Things in the game do not work the way they should. So if you're going to think that I'm going to be excited about adding additional layers onto this, I'm not. Because we've been told from day one, they can't sell fixing the game on the back of the box. Interview with Rex Dixon, he talks at length about this. They will not sell, but we fixed it, going from one year to the next. And when they don't sell, but we fixed it, they didn't fix it. And in order for some of these things to be actually resolved, to me, the whole game needs to be reset. Because these aren't just Madden 19 issues you're looking at. These are Madden 18, 17, 16, 15 issues that you're looking at. And if you think a scenario engine is going to do anything but compound the game's problems, I don't know what to tell you. When we have the game saying that a player broke his own record in the context of Drew Brees broke Drew Brees' record this year and Drew Brees was upset about it, which again I've shown on my channel. I don't know how you're going to implement something more dynamic when the basics don't work. Like tracking a player's team history, tracking a player's retirement history. We had these things before. We had players that could evolve into coaches. But those are gone. And a scenario engine doesn't fix that. I'm not interested in what Madden is selling me new. I'm interested in Madden fixing itself. It's a sad state of the game, but it's where we are. Love to know your thoughts on this. Appreciate you checking it out. Back very shortly with more commentary.